And I do want to speak a little bit about vantage points, right? Because we all have one, and it's important. It's important that we all acknowledge our own vantage point today, I think. And that's why we come together in this circle, so that we can honor one another's vantage points and to be able to see a larger picture because of those vantage points. It's really a beautiful way to experience that oneness of mind that we're very capable of as humans to get together in a circle such as this. But the first half of the experiment of consciousness is actually about the embodiment of these higher dimensions. Being able to ground the dimensions of the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and beyond. And if you're starting to move away from an idea around dimensions, perhaps I like to think of things in scales of light or scales of reality, just like a prism. When you get to see the scales of light that are coming from the white light of the sun, and you see it really broken up, you see millions of little bitty wavelengths of color, right? Each one of those wavelengths is like a person. And we're being asked to embody many wavelengths and scales of light. So we're asked to embody one another in a way as well. And that's true formlessness. That's coming into a state of oneness where we don't see any difference between us and the people that we are looking at in front of us, wherever they might be. Recognizing that that oneness goes to the edges of this universe, and being able to maintain that state of consciousness, right? A galactic and a universal state of consciousness while simultaneously doing 3D things. And that's where the challenge lies. That's the challenge. That's why it's an experiment. Because sometimes it's really hard to do. Sometimes in certain lifetimes we don't get that far. But we learn some really important lessons and then we keep moving ahead in that if we choose to. And this has been a choice of ours to continue this experiment in consciousness. One of the things that Lucia's pointing out as well, which is very important, is that this formlessness, this being pushed into these levels of consciousness, these higher dimensions, that this has happened early. And she and I both agree that the Earth is trying to bring online not just the 5th dimension, but the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and that has happened early now. This is really great news, because now we don't have to wait 100 or 1,000 years for the next level of embodiment to happen, this next level of formlessness.